The closure of the Strait of Hormuz as part of the U.S. war with Iran has sent energy prices up, way up. In today's episode of our Sound Ideas feature, McHistory, let's go back to 1973, when something similar happened during the OPEC oil embargo.
You won't need a flashlight to find your way into stores at night for your Christmas shopping, but the energy crisis will be evident in Bloomington Normal the next 4 weeks.
Tension or turmoil in the Middle East can often impact energy prices, and we're seeing that play out today, and that certainly was the case back in the 1970s.
My name is Eric Hansen, and I am the Director of Volunteers at the McLean County Museum of History.
This is Bill Kemp, librarian, McLean County Museum of History.
Reports Friday from the Downtown Merchants Association and the Eastland Association indicate merchants are taking steps to cut back on outside Christmas lighting.
The energy crisis lasted pretty much the entire decade.
Normal merchants announced similar steps earlier this week.
Spurred by two oil crises, the first being an oil embargo in 1973. In October of that year, member states of the Organization of Arab Petroleum Exporting Countries declared an oil embargo.
Most Twin City merchants have turned their thermometers back to 63 degrees. Many have reduced interior lighting in a step to conserve electrical energy.
The United States had supported Israel during the Yom Kippur War that had recently concluded.
Eastland merchants have agreed not to operate display lights during daylight hours and to turn off all spotlights in their stores.
Energy and gas prices in the nation, though, were already high, due in part because the U.S. oil production had peaked around 1970, so prices were inching up. The cost of oil will basically quadruple.
Christmas decorations in the mall will not be lighted this year. Small lights, however, will be displayed on 3 trees set up in the mall proper.
Even though the Arab members of OPEC will lift the embargo in the spring of 1974, the U.S. economy continued to struggle under not only price inflation, but also stagnant growth. So we get that term stagflation, right, for much of the 1970s.
Downtown Christmas decorations will not be lighted this year. Energy conservation guidelines drawn up by the Association of Commerce and Industry of McLean County urge merchants to turn off unneeded lights campaigns amongst their employees, insist that employees establish carpools or use public transportation if possible.
And of course, there would be another oil crisis this decade, 1979, with the Iranian Revolution and the hostage crisis.
Urge customers to carry more merchandise to reduce delivery schedules.
If there's any image that really, in people's minds, that stands out for this period, it is a long line of automobiles, right, queuing up for gasoline.
Inaugurate procedures to help customers get merchandise to their cars.
Locally, we didn't really face that issue so much. There was often the early closure of gasoline stations, so local drivers, especially in the Bloomington Normal area, often found it difficult to fill up in the evenings. President Richard Nixon calls on state governors to save 200,000 barrels of oil a day. And how are they going to do that? They're going to set a maximum speed limit of 50 miles per hour.
And require all store-owned vehicles adhere to 50-mile-per-hour speed limits.
There's little enthusiasm to do so, but not long after that, Nixon then signs legislation setting a maximum national speed limit at 55, and that will remain in effect until it's repealed by Congress, I think, sometime in the 1990s.
If you're thinking about buying a new car today, you may feel pressured to settle for a small car. Small cars are fine if they really fit your transportation needs, but they aren't the answer for everybody.
During this period, we get some things that the nation will certainly benefit from later, and that's vehicle fuel efficiency standards. They will grow out of the energy crisis.
Many people need the advantages a larger car gives. No two ways about it. Sure, big cars use more gasoline than small cars, but this fact alone shouldn't push you into buying a car that's too small for you, because there's a lot you can do to get extra mileage out of every gallon.
In late November 1973, Don Neal, he's of Neal Sales and Service, that's the place in town if you want to buy a Toyota. He tells the Pantagraph newspaper we could sell 100 Toyotas a month if we could get them.
Keep your engine tuned. Twice a year should be sufficient for most cars. Keep your tires inflated and to recommended pressure. You'll get better mileage and your tires will last longer too.
Gas shortages, high spiking gas prices. Now we have a speed limit, and all of that kind of combines, and you have these kind of wildcat trucker strikes. Things get a little scary, actually. In early February of 1974, the Illinois governor at the time, who's Dan Walker, has to mobilize some 1,200 National Guardsmen to patrol major Illinois highways, and that includes US 51, Interstate 74, portions of which have been completed, and Route 66.
Nobody knows how long the gas shortage is going to last. Hopefully the situation will clear up long before you trade in your new car you're planning to buy now.
McHistory is a co-production of WGLT and the McLean County Museum of History. Charlie Schlenker produced this episode.